The DS7 Crossback has received a mixed reception since arriving as the upmarket brand's hopeful breadwinner last year. As the firm's first standalone model, it appears with quite an extensive brief, not only tasked with leading DS away from Citroën, but spearheading what will be a charge of 6 all-new models. It has to beat plenty of established competition, too, in what has become a seriously crowded patch. With such an imposing to-do list, it isn't too surprising to see that the DS7 hasn't quite ticked all the boxes. So far, we've found it to be distinct enough to turn heads, but not polished enough to really compete at the sharpest end of the posh SUV market. DS7 Crossback 2018 review. With sales well and truly underway, the amount of choice in DS showrooms has expanded, with petrol versions now slotting in alongside the existing diesel options. Driven here is the range-topping PureTech 225, the most powerful DS7 you can buy before the arrival of a 300 bhp plug-in hybrid next year. Image 4 of 10. Image 4 of 10. From a performance standpoint, the 222 bhp 1.6-liter turbo petrol engine is more than enough for the DS7 Crossback. The 0 to 62 miles per hour dash is completed in a claimed 8.3 seconds, and it feels just as quick as that figure suggests. Power is sent to the front wheels via an 8-speed automatic gearbox, and is silky smooth in its delivery. Refinement was one of the diesel DS7's undoings when we pitted it against the Volvo XC40 earlier this year, but things are much improved in this THP car. Ultimately, opting for petrol power over the diesel means running costs increase, with fuel economy dipping to 48.7 mpg, though that's still a fair figure for a car of this size, thanks in part to the fact there is number 4x4 option. There will be a second petrol option arriving later this year in the form of the 178 bhp PureTech 180, but it doesn't serve up any fuel economy advantages. It's only £1,500 cheaper on list price too, meaning the differences on a monthly PCP finance deal are likely to prove minimal. Instead, buyers after more frugality would probably be better off waiting for the 3-cylinder DS7 Crossback models, which are coming towards the end of 2018. Elsewhere, the package crafted by DS remains unchanged. In a bid to seek out comfort and refinement, the DS7 misses the mark from a dynamic point of view. Many rivals are much sharper to drive. Toggling sport mode on the drive selector firms things up and adds a bit of weight to the steering, but it can't hide its artificial feel, and it's difficult to break into a confident flow on a series of sweeping bends. Image 7 of 10. Image 7 of 10. Instead, we preferred the DS7's comfort setting. It utilizes the active scan suspension system, and at around 40 miles per hour the camera-based setup picks up imperfections in the road nicely, resulting in a supple ride. It's inconsistent at other speeds though. On motorways the DS7 can feel a little wallowy, while it's just too prone to picking up bumps, shudders and shimmies around town. It's frustrating, as the inconsistent ride spoils what is a nice place to sit. The DS7's cabin feels